You know, I keep getting some heat because of the way I describe some of them people that are fucking up our world. Take that one senator from California. I call her the dumb shit, bug-eyed bitch. I don't know who can argue with that. What would you have to say? Have you heard her speak? I mean, first of all, I know a bunch of dumb shits. And she's way dumber than a dumb shit. At least a dumb shit can say something once in a while. This woman goes on and on. And on and on and on. And on 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 and on. It says fucking nothing. So we already got dumb shit worked out. You gotta admit, I'm right. And then, when you look at her head, now I call her bug-eyed. Have you seen her? Have you been close up? You don't need to get close up. And I wouldn't go that close. I mean, keep your distance. Be safe. Always protect your children. Never let your children get near her. Bug-eyed. You know what I mean? Like a grasshopper, or fly, or a frog. Not sure about frogs, but you got one eye on this side, got another eye on the other side. And so when you stand in front of her, and she's trying to tell you about the policy that she's implementing in Washington, D.C. on the behalf of the Democrat Party, which we should have another problem with. But she's the representative of them. Thank God. And she's, if you ever meet her, we already got dumb shit worked out, right? I'm forgetting now. I'm thinking about them poor suckers in Washington that have to put up with this shit. Well, how about the rest of us? Bad too. But we're back to bug-eyed. So when you meet her, she has an eye on one side of the head. She has an eye on the other side of the head. So when you meet her, she has to, I mean, it sounds like a fly. Have you ever heard a fly? Buzz, buzz. So she's rotating her head back and forth. Buzz. And that's the way flies see. It's like they have to move the head, or you have to move. If you don't move, then they have to move. That's the way you keep your secret. That's the way you hide from a fly. You don't move. And then they have to go. And that's what she does. Have you ever seen her? Like in the news conferences? She's up there at the podium. And she doesn't have much to say because she's a dumb shit. But beside that, when she does say something, you can always see her going. It makes you wonder about the cameraman. What are the cameramen thinking? It's like, could you fucking stand still? Come on, bitch. Stand still. But she doesn't. So she's giving out the message. But the Democrats are the rulers of the world. The Republicans are racist. And that's the message we get. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want my children watching that shit. First of all, makes them dizzy. I remember the first time I came home, kids had the television on, and someone accidentally turned on the news. Suddenly, all the kids are passed out on the floor. You put on a bug-eyed bitch and let her speak, and all your children are going to be put into a trance. Suddenly, with the back and forth head movements, fortunately, you can't see the eyes. She's moving so fast. But imagine if you could. Oh, how horrible would it be? Be like being Willie Brown. Remember, Willie Brown brought her up. That's how she got here. Sucking the cock of Willie Brown. Who knows how fast she was going then? We will never know the truth. But never let your children watch TV news, because they put clips of her on and it's bad. It's bad, bad. Sometimes it's worse than bad. And nobody wants to go there. So I bought a boat. I figure we got to get offshore. All this shit is happening on land. So maybe land is no longer safe. Democrats are controlling the land. What if we are not on the land? So, my family and I, in order to avoid the bzzz and that fella above her, the brainless one, the hollow head man, hollow head. I'm going to go into that in a minute. We bought a boat. Now, unfortunately, we took our boat, it's a houseboat, and we parked it in the middle of Lake Mead. That seemed like a good idea at the time. There was plenty of Lake Mead. Now there's not so much Lake Mead. Lake Mead is getting smaller every day. Now you got these other boats, little boats, come run around. You got these people in uniforms telling you there's not going to be much Lake Mead left. Lake Mead is almost gone. You should probably evacuate Lake Mead. So that's where we are. Can't live on the land. Can't live on the Lake Mead. It used to provide water for 40 million people somewhere out west. And now it's going away. But if we just sit here, anchored in the middle of Lake Mead, someday we're going to be sitting in a big mud pit. I don't like mud pits. I never have liked mud pits. Your boots get stuck. You ever walk through one? And then, if it's hot, imagine if it happens in the summer. You're in the middle of a mud pit. Your boots get stuck. It's hot. You're fucked. No helping you. What were you thinking? Putting your boat in the middle of a mud pit. We warned you. We told you. You got to move. But they didn't tell us where to move. Where do I move? Left, right, up, down. No directions. I mean, if they'd given us a good reason, they had told us, water's going to be all gone. You're going to be in a mud pit. Your boots will be stuck. You should move now. That's simple. That's so obvious. That's what my daddy would have told me if I were facing that situation. But no, they didn't tell us that. They just said, hazardous, let me remember how they said this. The hazardous low levels of the lake may lead to strandings. Well, no shit, brother. I can't even find that one boot. It got stuck in the mud. Now I have one boot. What good is, one boot? Can you go anywhere on one boot? I mean, try to go to a restaurant with one boot on. They're going to look at you and go, no. We reserve service for people who have 2 boots and a shirt. Racists. Racists. This is where we are. Now we have no water. Well, not quite yet, but it's getting close. We have no water in Lake Mead. We have people in control in California. They won't let you go outside unless you're in a full scuba gear. With some kind of certificate hanging from your neck, telling the other people that are in scuba gear that you're not dangerous. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't own any scuba gear. So I am not going back to California. I'm leaving because I don't like wearing scuba gear. I don't know where I'm going next, but it's not going to be California. I hear they have a deal in Texas. If you move out there, you immediately get a tax decrease. California, I pay 13%. In Texas, they say immediately once you walk across the border from any other state, they say 0%. Now, that seems like a good deal to me. 13%, 0%. Oh, scuba gear, no scuba gear. Whoa, let me think about that for a second. Oh, okay, I'm in. I'm a Texan. I'm gonna fit right in there, boy. I'm gonna be in Texas. I'm gonna ride some horses, and maybe I'll run around and shove some cows around, and maybe ride a bull or 2, whatever it takes. And I like them cowgirls. Yep. 13%, 0%. Scuba gear, no scuba gear. Fuck. Who's gonna make the decision? Your mind. Your mind is gonna make that decision. And if your mind does not make that decision, well, good night. You ain't got no mind. It's over. You choose to stay in the scuba gear 13% environment. Woo! Oh, good luck getting laid. As a matter of fact, anybody that would lay someone that chose to stay in that environment, whew, I wouldn't want to meet her or him. And that's another issue in California. You never know what you're getting into. Is it a her or is it a him? And even once you get the appropriate apparel off and thrown out the window. Uh, what are you? Yeah, you know what? Let's wait on this. I got to go to work. You never know. In Texas, you pull the panties off, woman, you know what you're going to get. Now, that's all I know about. I can't talk about pulling the underwear off a man because I'm a man. Well, I guess I could talk about myself. Yeah, you pull them off. Woo, look at that. Oh, wish I had one of those. Yeah. Wait a minute. I do have one of those. Now, that's as far as it goes. I don't want to have one of those to, you know, I mean, I'm a practical guy. I want to use it the way it was meant to be used. I believe in nature. And if I find a woman and her panties come off, that's the way it goes. You know, I'm not some kind of fucking border crossing rapist or something. I'm not part of the Biden administration. So I'm just trying to live my life. Simple as that. And that's the way common sense rolls out across America. And get ready for it, folks. Because common sense is about to catch up and steamroll all this stupid shit that's been going on.